Okay. Okay, good. Yo, what's
Nope,
going down?
not much.
All right, all right. Have a good week so far?
So far, so good.
Okay, good, 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 good. We love to hear it. We love to see it. I will
Yeah.
be munching on this burrito. I thought I had a little bit of time. Hey, we can edit around it. We can edit the munches. I could just be like my head going up and then cut and then my head coming back up.
Uh,
Some micro editing this episode.
First of all, I'm not doing all that. Second of all, like at least 56% of our content is like us eating.
Hmm. We film at the end of the day. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. Mm. I was trying to save it for like the end of the day, like after like post podcast, but then like I just I don't know. You know what?
You do what you gotta do.
I'm
It's
gonna come back to it.
it's not that serious.
Yeah,
It's not like, eat and all that.
I guess so. Well, Cam's not here just yet, so
No one cares.
he's driving. Maybe he's not driving, or maybe he's not here coming. I don't know. We'll see how
Yeah.
it goes.
I kind of got the impression he wasn't coming today.
Maybe. Oh, good case too. Either way, I hope he's all right. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he was gonna be out late.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty unusual. Usually he's not out.
I
Like he
know.
usually doesn't go out and do stuff. So it's like, oh, interesting.
Shout
We'll
out
catch.
to our third member
Yeah, yeah. Our soldier in the trenches. We'll see how it goes.
in the cut.
Yeah, maybe to be a short episode. I was kind of thinking like tonight. Do you work tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was like, I'm either gonna be because I've been like kind of going hard on the movies now. Well, not hard, but
You've
I
been
went out and I saw Thunderbolts last night. So that was
I
like
don't know
my
that.
yeah, that was pretty good. It was pretty decent. I mean, it lived up to the hype that people had kind of like, laid out for it. Everyone was like, this one's pretty good. And it's like, yeah, no, this one's pretty legit. A lot about like mental health and stuff like that, things getting monotonous and then, you
Real
know,
world issues.
yeah. The team was made up of a bunch of guys who punch and shoot was their words, just punch
Hmm.
and shoot. So they had to fight basically Superman. So it's like, how do you punch and shoot Superman? And it's like, well, um, you gotta appeal to him, basically. Hey man, shit's pretty rough, huh?
Lower his guard
Yeah.
enough to get to him.
Ain't it really, it's really difficult being all powerful, isn't it? It's like, yeah, kind of is. And it's like, all right, let's talk you down, big guy.
You chill out,
Yeah.
catch him by surprise.
It ended in one of those, like when Naruto like makes like, he reconciles with himself in order. I mean, how far did you watch like Naruto? Did you watch Naruto like that? Or like,
I watched like
or you know like the
I
hype?
didn't finish the Ninja War,
Okay.
but I watched like up to when they were getting into like the Ninja War. And then
Okay.
I
Okay. Oh,
generally kind of like just through like social media got just like bits and pieces of like what happened.
yeah, you pick up like the bit like the broad strokes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But it kind of ended in the way where like Naruto, when he like reconciles with himself, in the waterfall, and it's like, oh man, like, it basically the whole like thing was like, don't beat yourself up, I guess, and it like literally don't beat yourself up. I won't spoil it for the people who haven't seen it, and like,
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty good. And it's good characters too. Like I think the whole thing was like it's like I think the best MCU movies or the best movies in general are like character pieces. It's like, okay, like how does the character feel about this? Like when it's like plot related, it's like, oh, we gotta stop a big missile from shooting a laser into the sky or something like that. Like it's like hit or miss, but when it's like character driven, it's like, oh, this is okay. How do you guys feel about this?
Have deep angst about
Yeah, yeah.
things and stuff.
Yeah, are you gonna solve your issues? Will you get out of your like blase kind of like lifestyle that you're feeling right now? And yeah, I think it kind of worked out. So looking forward to seeing the Thunderbolts again in the next whatever. I guess Fantastic Four is the next one that's coming out.
Generation,
So
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, I
next
think
big
that's the next
crossover.
movie that's coming out is Fantastic Four. Is it
Fantastic
out
Four is
yet?
the next. I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. But I mean, I hate getting excited for MCU movies because like you never know what you're gonna really get. Like
I mean, I figure just go in with no expectations.
maybe that's I guess that's really got to be the way to do it, right? I think
Yeah.
usually I enjoy them when I go in and watch them, but then like afterwards I'm kind of like I let the public kind of like color how I feel about things.
Weigh your experience.
Yeah, and it's like if I have like problems with a movie, like if I have little nitpicks during a movie, I'll like watch it and I'll be like, oh, okay, well that could have been better, that could have been better. And then like, you get the public's like you get the public's feelings about it. And
Mhm.
it's like, oh yeah, this sucked. And it's like, yeah, I guess that did really suck super duper hard,
Did
like
it?
oh.
Did it though? Or is the
Like
public just whack?
a little bit. It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. The public's definitely like, this is the worst movie ever. And I don't watch reviews like that. I feel like I'm too old for like the worst thing that's ever happened to movies ever. And it's like, stop it.
People
Like,
are very dramatic and they have not a whole lot to do with themselves.
yeah. And how many worst movies ever can there really be? Is
And
at
it's
some point or
all
another,
opinion based. It's really just opinions.
yeah. And then you can tell that they're like doing it for like clicks and views too, where
Yeah,
like someone's like, oh, this is the single worst thing that's ever happened to me. And it's like, all right, buddy, calm
it's
down.
not.
Like it's
Chill out.
there's way worse things that can happen to you than a movie.
Than seeing this movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it wasn't that bad. But um
No,
yeah.
people
Wait,
are
did you see?
dramatic and their opinions can't be trusted.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's all clicks and views and stuff like that. So I think as a layman, I generally have better like experiences at the movies than like most critics. Also, I don't watch like enough movies to be jaded. Like you gotta watch like a ton of movies to be a critic, and then after a while they're just gonna start blending together. So you
I
get like,
imagine like after seeing a million movies, yeah, movies probably do just suck after a while in general because you're
yeah,
looking to be I imagine after a while you're like looking to be wowed, like
yeah, 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 yeah.
versus
Only the things
like
that really kind of like pop are gonna
yeah,
like blow your mind.
as opposed to just appreciating something for what it is.
Yeah, and the experience of being at the movie theater in general. So, one of those things.
Mhm.
I will say though that a lot more people are showing up to the movies now, as opposed to like how it was like last year or like earlier this year. Every time I go to the movies now, there's like 7 or 8 people in there, and it's like,
Seven or eight.
yeah, it's like, I guess yeah. But it sucks. Why are there so many people at the movies now? The
Eight
late night
people is a lot of people.
the late night movies were like my window, like my vehicle. That was my avenue to get in there and do stuff. Now I'm sitting here with everybody
That's
else.
fever, and people don't want to be inside anymore. And now,
I,
like, it's
you
warm
know,
now.
yeah, people are coming back to third spaces, and I hate it. I those third spaces were for the truly advantageous, for the people who really just kind of showed up and like would sit in a park and do whatever. Now I gotta sit in a park with everybody else again,
Yeah.
which is, I mean,
At the park, people are all up at the park.
yeah. Which is like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. How yeah, so people are kind of like really kind of like out and about now. I mean, it's the
People are out.
summertime, right?
People are out.
Yeah. Is it officially summer?
The 20th is
Damn.
the summer solstice.
Oh no. That's when the days start getting shorter again. Like, oh, I've
That's,
been counting down to it. I like longer days. I
I
just
mean, they
want
don't, I guess.
it's like a gradient, right? I guess.
Yeah, it's a
They
pretty
might
slow gradient. Like, it's still going to be light until like 9 for a while.
which is good. I do enjoy that. But
Yeah.
they like I think the peak of it is like summer solstice, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is the longest day of the year.
So I'm it's bittersweet because it's yeah, longest day of the year. So it's like that's gonna be fun. Like daytime till like 9 p.m. or something like that. Like that's
Yeah.
cool. Um, but then it's just we're on the downswing, you know?
But it's a slow downswing and it's gonna be like that until like September.
September. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll appreciate what I have. I'm
It'll still
gonna.
be nice for a while.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And then I guess in September, what it gets like brighter. No, it's darker in the mornings. Something. There's a benefit to it, but it doesn't like I don't know. I just hate it I hate it when it gets dark at like 4 p.m. That's my thing.
Yeah.
That's like the worst.
Yeah.
Shortest day of the year is an absolute sort of like existential nightmare for me.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
Why are we even alive? Like, what's the point?
Why,
The point
And
of
then Sal, we and Sal, we go out to like the last time we go out for the day is usually around like 8 p.m. ish now.
Mhm.
It's still kind of bright. You can kind of see
Yeah.
outside.
You get that last like dusk of or last hour of dusk. That's
Yeah, exactly.
a nice
But
time.
then once like the days get shorter, then he's like all out of whack, and he's like, the last time we're out
Are we
at
going
like
for our
5
walk?
p.m. Yeah, exactly. Like we can't go outside. I can still see. Can you still? You can still see, right? We're both the same animal. It's like, no, buddy, I got people eyes. I can't see shit out here. Um,
Need to
and if he
fix
goes
that.
missing, then I'm gonna go nuclear. I'm
Need to
gonna
fix
burn
those
something
people
down.
eyes.
Yeah, I'm basically blind in the daytime too. I mean, this.
Can't can't not see in the day and at night.
Right, yeah, exactly. I think we talked about this beforehand, but I'm like, with the white and gold dress and the blue and black thing, I'm a blue and black. No, I'm white and gold. That's the worst one.
And gold. Is it the worst?
White white and gold means you have like less rods and cones in your eyes, so you can't pick up on the subtle color stuff. So, you know, unfortunately in my profession, I'm handicapped, I guess.
Low color gradient perception.
Yeah, no, I'll never truly be there. I'm always gonna be like, a B grade artist, I guess.
I hear like okay, not like a lot, but I hear
Mhm.
the majority the majority of people that are colorblind are men. So I think it's like an X like it's like on the X chromosome.
Oh, get out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, so I was born wrong. I was wrong from the jump. Oh, that's
But you're
crazy.
not like totally colorblind.
I guess so.
See
But I'll
green
never
and
truly
blues and
be the
stuff.
one. I can never go like Super Saiyan 4 or something like that, I'm stuck at 3. That's the highest I can go.
Well, three's pretty good though.
Yeah, I guess 3 is pretty
Some
good.
people never go Super Saiyan.
Some people never go Super Saiyan, yeah. You hate to see it, but I want that upper echelon. I want an
I
SSJ.
want to go Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, exactly. And then like, or like I don't know what it is now. Vegeta's got Ultra Instinct or something. No, he's got Ultra Ego. Oh,
Is that a thing? Is that what's really real nowadays?
oh boy, yeah. Well, you know about Ultra Instinct, right? That's like cultural osmosis, right? Like,
Because I
yeah.
like heard it. It's one of those things I've like heard in like the atmosphere. I've
Yeah.
never like looked into what it is.
It's like reacting without like reacting, it's like, oh, like before my brain knows I'm about to get punched, my head moves out of the way. That's like, oh, that's the gist of Ultra Instinct. Like Master Roshi can do Ultra Instinct technically, but it's not like complete with like Super Saiyan powers. It's kind of hard to wrap your mind around because like, if
I
it's a
mean, not
technique,
really. It's just like
it's like he should be able to do it, but like he needed to like power up to get to that point. It's like,
well,
well,
just
what do
like
you mean?
like premonition, a little bit of
Yeah,
premonition,
yeah.
intuition, and premonition.
Yeah, like your body's just ready to go. Um, but at the same time, like why does he need to go Super Saiyan to do it? Or why does he need to like change forms to do it? Like if it's a technique, it's a technique, but I'm not a Dragon Ball
Like
expert.
a high level technique
I
that
guess so.
easy that's more easily attained if you are Super Saiyan.
Maybe,
Like you
maybe.
have to work really hard to attain Ultra Instinct if you're not like a Super Saiyan.
Because there are levels to it. I guess there's Ultra Instinct and then there's Ultra Instinct Mastered. And Mastered is the one with the white hair, right? Yeah, it sounds silly, right? Yeah, I know. I'm Dragon Ball Super's number one hater. We're gonna we're gonna lose a lot of fucking subscribers with that one.
Hey, I have actually never watched Super
It's
so
fine.
far.
It's fine. I think it ended at Z. Z is as far as I'm kind of willing to
You know, I
go.
feel like I was pretty committed to Z. I watched all those fillers. I watched everybody power up for
Yeah.
weeks. I spent
Right.
weeks of my adolescence watching them power up.
Yeah, absolutely. And they overcame those trials. I feel like Z is the most like the most Dragon Ball like we're gonna get. Everything else kind of feels like, like padding, kind of feels like
Extra.
yeah, it feels like the slow, it feels like zombie like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, like there's the point where like a show kind of goes to the point where it's like we're jumping the shark now and it's like we're all right, like
Goodness.
new powers, okay, I guess. I thought you said this is the last power up. You said this is the most powerful. Now we got new people.
You
All
know, they're
right.
coming with something else.
Like I'm cool with like some of the movies and stuff like that, but like, all right, now Gohan's got like a new power. It took Goku like 6 months to get here, and now Gohan's like just there out of nowhere, and it's like, all right, dog, like
Hmm.
cool movie, but okay.
If that's what you got to do right now.
Right. There's a Cell Max. There was a Cell Max. They made he was more powerful than regular Cell, but he's also just bigger. And like you could just build a better Cell. Like that's wild. That seems insane to me. Like he
Thought we
was
were like done with Cell. Yeah. Thought
yeah.
we need more Cell.
And he looked
That's
bigger and
unnecessary.
dumber too. And it's just like one of those things. And then you could always then they had new androids that were more powerful. And it's like you could just keep building infinitely more powerful androids. Like when does it end? You could just always build a better guy. Um but I'm also nitpicking and stuff like that. Some of them are fun. I know a lot of people just love Dragon Ball, so that's
I kind of figured it's for like the new people or the people that like didn't want to put in like the effort of like watching all of those episodes in
I think
Z.
that's yeah.
I'm like,
Dragon Ball for a new generation seems like
yeah. I'm like,
yeah,
I already did.
yeah. I had my thing.
Curious. I am curious about like the new storylines and the new content.
They're kind of like fine. Goku finally went like Super Saiyan 4, like officially, not like GT, which is like a sort of non-canon journey. Now in Dragon Ball Daima, they went to the demon realm and he became Super Saiyan 4. That had some plot holes too. But they introduced this whole like thing about these like bugs that can like, restore your power and stuff like that. And they have these bugs that can like, help with fusion and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, fusion, holy shit, that's kind of
Bugs.
yeah, never bring it up again. It's just it
It was an idea.
yeah, it's just like you can do this cool thing, and it's like, but maybe don't. It's like, well, why even bring it up in the first place then? But
Thought it was cool, but then it didn't go anywhere. It fizzled
yeah.
out.
There's two new Majins now. There's Majin Ku and Majin Do. One's smart and one's like, I guess, just as good as Majin Buu, maybe, or something like that. And it's like, yeah, yeah. Like cool concepts, but like,
So that's where we're at.
yeah, it's where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know why they never do anything with Majin Buu, the main one. He
Yeah.
just is around. He gets sidelined a lot. He's just there being magical and lazy. That's all he does now. That's
Here.
yeah. I'm sure there's like someone who could tell me that he like, oh no, he actually did a whole bunch of shit. He protected the earth from a wave of energy, and it's like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm cool, man. Like, if he's not throwing hands, I'm not. I'm not.
You're like,
He's
that's all I ever saw him do.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
terrorize the sea streets.
Yeah, he was a fucking menace, and now he's like
What?
nowhere. Now he's like the nanny or something like that. Like,
Like combined with Fat Boo.
yeah.
Now we're just like the neighborhood good guy.
Or like Oob doesn't like hasn't shown up either, or maybe he has, but like in cameos. So it's like
And Super?
in suit. Well, yeah, I think he like showed up in like kind of a cameo role. Like they flew over the guy and they were just like, "Hey," he's like, "Ah,
This guy's here.
yeah," and it's just like, all right, because like technically, Dragon Ball Super, it takes place right before, or not right before, but it takes place in the space between Goku fighting Oob at the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Hmm.
So like all this crazy, insane stuff happened in like I don't know, 15 years or something like that in between the ending of Dragon Ball and the
Hmm.
meeting of Oob, and then that's when like I don't know, Goku goes off to train him, and it's just like, all right, well, I guess we won't see this kid for like ever for
Yeah.
any reason. Cool. But
That's kind of how Z ended. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Z ended, yeah. We haven't done anything past Z. We still haven't got to that point chronologically, I guess, where we meet Oob for the first time.
Okay.
So it's like,
Like
that's cool, I suppose.
in that space and time.
Yeah. Brawly's back though. Or Brawly is like officially canon. So that's like kind of fun. I will say that that is kind of fun. There's a third Saiyan now. Well, there's like a third pure-blooded Saiyan. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right. Goku and Vegeta have like a little brother, I
And
guess.
Half
Like,
Bloods.
yeah, no more of this half crap. It's
What
full on. He's in the movies. Everybody loves him. Uh
was the one where like Vegeta had the little brother? Where did he come in? Where like
Tarbles, yeah,
or
right.
was it his
That
wife?
was wild. Why would they put that in there with his little light bulb wife? Like, why? Like, what was the point of this?
Seemed like a good idea at the time. We need a new character.
Yeah, I
They should
think
have just kept
he's
Raditz. They should have just kept Raditz.
they should just bring back. When are they gonna fucking bring back Raditz? They're bringing everybody else. Nappa and Raditz could come
Raditz
back.
was like the best one. This was
Yeah,
like the best like non Goku and Vegeta Saiyan.
he could be like a cool like anti-hero or something like that. Yeah, I've been waiting for Raditz to come back for a long. I'll pay attention and be less judgmental when Raditz comes back.
Bring
Like
Raditz back, and I will watch your show.
then I will
Don't make him lame.
I won't question it. Right, exactly. They gotta make him cool too, yeah.
Yeah.
But if they bring back Raditz, I will have nothing, no criticisms of any Dragon Ball media after that. I'm totally 100% with it.
Hmm.
They did do something cool where they kind of like had this one guy who was like magic based, and it's like, oh, like how do you fight magic? And that was kind of like interesting for like a second, and then they turned him into Cell, and it wasn't interesting anymore.
Okay.
He's like this cool goat man. He's like Moro. He's like the cool like monster looking enemy, and
Hmm.
then they made him like a regular guy at the end, and it's like,
That's
I guess so. That's
disappointing.
fine. Yeah,
I
but
will pick one time that
mhm.
Raditz came back some kind of way. I don't remember how. It was a long time ago. And
Oh,
like they brought Launch back in, and then they were
oh,
vibing with each other and like
yeah.
causing chaos. It was pretty fun.
Right. See, that's one of those things. That's another thing too. They keep adding like new elements to Dragon Ball. It's like we got
Yeah,
some
like a
people.
plethora of like older Dragon Ball characters
Yeah, we
like
could
with
like really
purpose
we could talk back.
in Dragon Ball Z.
We could talk to them. Like we could see how they're doing. It's weird that they're gone. It's weird that Launch is just like out there somewhere. Like, come on, why? Why is she gone?
Like she's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. She could be fun. The Pilaf gang, Emperor Pilaf and his crew, like,
You just totally forgot about them. They're like,
yeah,
here
yeah.
now.
But it's weird because they tried to bring back Mai, and Mai is now like Trunks's love interest, which is strange because she's like 50
I was
and,
like,
and also in the body of a child, but like she doesn't act like it though. She acts like, oh, I'm a teenager again. It's like, well, no, you're like
we
a
all saw
woman.
you chasing Goku when he was 13.
Yeah, you're like a whole ass person. Why are you pretending like this is like,
I'm a
ooh,
granddad now.
I'm down with like this new boy Trunks and I'm so in love with him and standoffish. And it's like, come on, well, no, you're like,
Stop.
yeah, like,
It's
I don't
predation.
know. It's one of those things where sometimes I wonder if like maybe I don't know. And that's a cardinal sin saying like fans can write a better story than like the official stuff because that opens a whole window of destruction, like fans, yeah, half and half.
Sometimes,
Sometimes,
sometimes the
sometimes.
fics are better than what actually happens.
Sometimes
Not all the time.
that
Sometimes
happens a lot in One Piece too. I had to kind of stop
they're
watching
pretty
like
dang good.
yeah. I had to start reading One Piece theories because like sometimes the theories were turning out better than like the actual chapter
The
explanation,
canon,
something like that. And it's
yeah.
just like I'm my expectations are too high now. And like if I get disappointed,
Because like the fic writers appeal to the fan base
yeah, yeah, yeah.
versus
And
like the
gotta
canon
imagine the
storyline
writers are
is
just
like
writing like
whoever is writing it, he's like, okay, well, I have my own vision of like what how this is gonna go.
yeah,
But then like the fans are like, but we like this.
right. Wouldn't it be cool if like some shit that you forgot about 20 years ago that came back and tied into this new
Right?
It's like, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I would love that. But I guess like when you're writing a show or when you're writing like a comic or whatever, you're mile a minute, you're smoking 50 cigars like the rest of them do. And you're just like, and
Rotting your
then
brain cells.
you're right. And then the guy came out of the sky and he's part bird and I don't know, some new shit happened. Now there's a new power up.
Hmm.
Like, all right, buddy, I'll cut you some slack. It's hard working for a living, I get it.
Like in the Avatar series,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm super
like
hyped.
they had the whole bending. The people learned the bending from the animals. And they were
Yeah.
like, you know what? We're just gonna act like that never happened. Now
Right.
lion
After some
turtle
mystical shit
that
happened. Right.
bestow bending and taketh away bending
Yeah.
people that live on them. I mean, it's cool. Cool concept.
It's a cool concept,
Cool
but I
story, bro.
liked it.
If you had never said anything about like the other
Yeah.
like the dragons, them learning firebending from the dragons and earthbending from the badger
If
moles,
you hadn't established this
earthbending
kind
from
of
the
like
moon,
cooler concept, you could have like,
like
yeah, just getting like a bending pass to go outside is kind of wild.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
No,
like them learning bending from the animals better than like the here's some earth bending.
yeah. Poop. Oh, you're
Hey,
going
you can't.
outside? All right, you can bend some earth if you want to get around.
Juan ran away with bending.
This man got a blessing from everybody. I thought you took it back. Like, what the fuck? No, I didn't get mine back. Like, okay,
I don't know, like
yeah. No, I like the
that
animal. I like the animal thing.
really like is that really like a good storyline of how the Avatar started? Some dude went and like tricked all the lion turtles to get all the bending.
Right.
Like, how would
Like,
you honestly pass that on? Like, does do the lion turtles change their genetic makeup? Well, okay, I guess it's not genetic. It is genetic. It is
spiritual.
genetic.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Yeah.
It is genetic. But being
Well, I think it's reincarnated in the cycle or something like that, right? So,
how
and
he's
then
got Rava in him.
where are all the, I guess the earthbenders, or I guess like the spirit gets passed it. I don't, wait, I don't know. That's funny.
Like, yeah, the Sprava and the Vatu, and they were like fighting.
Yeah, that's right. And then he joined with like Rava, right?
Yeah,
Kind of like was like a whole jam. Is Vatu dead then, or is Vatu just like
I
sealed
think.
away?
Oh, I don't know if Vatu is dead or if he's like
Just
re-imprisoned because they did kind of like a Fern Gully Hexes thing where they had like locked him up in a tree.
yeah.
I don't know, like somebody.
I gotta watch that episode again.
Yeah, I have to go back and like go back over Korra.
Yeah. I think I like the Avatar one thing if it's like a sort of like vague story or something like that, or vague like fairy tale or something like that that like gets passed down, but people actually learn bending from the animals. Like that's a fun way to like reconcile the two or something like that. Like, oh, it's
Yeah,
happened so long ago that it's
it
like
was
a
like an
fairy
urban
tale.
legend.
Yeah, yeah. Because I do like old legends like that. I do like stories about like, oh, this guy was so strong, he threw a rope, just a rope around the sun and he pulled it, and that's why it's day and nighttime. Like that's cool. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our mythology.
Yeah. What is it? Like Maui or something like that? He planted an eel and then it grew into a tree and now we got coconuts and that's where coconuts come from. I'm like,
Yeah,
sure, buddy. Like, okay, yeah. If
we're
you
going with it.
like the whimsical shit that's just like so outlandish. That's always good.
One story was pretty whimsical and outlandish.
Yeah. So if they could just like leave it at that, like I'll be willing to like go with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a sort of like mythology kind of thing. I am looking forward to the new Avatar though. What I don't know if it's like twin Earthbenders or if it's just one Earthbender or something like that, but like
think it's twin Earthbenders, and one of them is the Avatar.
okay, one of them's the Avatar. All right. I thought they were kind of like dual avatars,
I
but
don't.
that's cool. I'll work with
I
that.
don't think that they're both avatars.
Okay.
I think it's still there can be one
Yeah.
because it's one spirit,
I guess yeah, it's got to
not
be
like a
one
genetic
thing.
thing.
I do
Like
like in
lava
the
didn't split in two.
right. I mean, well, I guess we'll find out because I mean, like, you could. I feel like there could be like cosmic fuck ups. You know, there could be cosmic. Kind of like, oh no, like, you know, maybe it's the Avatar state, and then like someone else, like, I don't know, he gets knocked out, and then like this, you know, the other one does it too, and it's like, oh, what? But how? And it's like that's a fun mystery. Like, oh my god,
Everybody has one for all.
right? Exactly. Yeah. There's two for all now. Why? What? I
I
never saw
mean,
that. I never saw that Hero Academia movie, but I don't know. But I mean, that's kind of cool. Like what Bakugo got one for all kind
yeah,
of like
Deku
that.
gave Bakugo one for all.
Yeah.
Never actually happened.
Yeah. But like a fun concept, a power that's meant for one person and now there's two people? What? Like that's fun to play with.
Same.
I think the only My Hero Academia movie I watched was the last one with the fake All Might.
Oh,
Um
you're next.
yeah, I
Well,
think that was yeah,
I
I
still
think
have
that
to,
was
I still have to see that one.
yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's on Crunchyroll now.
So far, I've never seen a bad My Hero movie.
You know, I mean, they're pretty fun, right? My Hero like lends itself to
Yeah.
just kind of like filler episodes or like, you know, we gotta hunt down a villain. You know, there's a guy, he does a thing. Let's make a whole thing about that. It's like, yeah, you can do that anywhere. Or fit that in the time zone anywhere.
Mhm.
So that's pretty hype. I mean, that's you know, it's pretty solid.
Mm,
It's easier than like Bleach or One Piece, I guess, could do that. Well, One Piece kind of has that like sort of vibe too, where it's just like we're going to a new island and this apocalyptic shit's happening over here, and we got to do that for a little bit. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure, why
well,
not? Like that's a good premise.
yeah, the last one I saw was with Roddy.
Mm, which one?
It was
Which one was
cute.
he?
It's when they were in like some European town, and
Mm,
Roddy was
maybe
in
I've
love with a
seen
little
it.
bird.
Oh, there's like a bird companion.
It was technically his quirk, but yeah, he had like a little
Okay.
bird companion with him, and he had like siblings, and they were all orphans and stuff, and so he was like robbing people,
Huh,
like
okay. All right.
his little siblings because they was like living in a shack.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, all right. Google's not going to give it to me easy. Apparently, I'm not. It's just not going to show me the one I'm thinking or trying to find. Two, two heroes? Is it two heroes? Maybe that's the one where like
I think Two
Bakugo gets.
Heroes
Yeah,
is the one where Bakugo got one for all.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
I'll figure it out some other time. I'm not gonna not gonna deep dive into this. I'll be doing this all day.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I like that one.
Yeah. You haven't watched Don to Don yet, have you?
I'm not. I have not
Okay.
on
That with the movie for that one's
Netflix.
come. I might watch that one tonight, actually.
You go see the movie. Your late night.
Yeah, because only there, because they play that one either like halfway through the day or like the very last movie of the night, and it's like, all right, well, sure, yeah, I guess I'll go to that very last one of the night.
All those 10 people.
Yeah, yeah, right. Some scary youths might show up, you know.
The
Like
youths.
the youths, they're so terrifying. They're so rowdy. Like they just, you know, come on, man. Like,
The
shouldn't you
drunken
be dead or
youths.
something? What are you drinking at 10 p.m. on a Tuesday for, man? Like, go home.
Found some motor oil. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, like, oh, anyway, I'll figure it out, I guess. Um, do you want to watch? What's your deal on Final Destination? How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna go
You're
see it.
you're cool with it? Okay, maybe we can do Final Destination one of these days. I want to watch that one, but I feel like it'd be kind of wild to watch that one by myself. It's not like horror, but like it's just wild. It's just insane to like watch one of those movies
Mhm.
with no person buffer.
No support system.
Yeah, yeah.
Going in solo.
I'm sitting there by myself going, huh? Or every time somebody gets like their head or they split apart or something like that, like,
Yeah.
ah, damn,
It's much more jarring when you can't share the shock.
yeah, I can't pass it along or share with another person. Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, ooh, Jesus. No, I don't know. Maybe I think Tim already saw it too. So that's he's out.
I think he did say he saw it.
Yeah, I think he mentioned that. Hold on for 10. Actually, yeah, maybe 10 seconds.
I'll see if like Mary wants to see it maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Although
yeah.
she's not gonna go anywhere late.
Sure, that makes sense. I mean, I could do another like evening movie. I could do an evening thing.
Mm.
Uh I'm like I can make time for 7 p.m. movies like once a week or something like that. I'm still here. I'm just like perusing through like I'm trying to make sure that I'm not like screwing this whole like 10 p.m. movie thing up. Because I know they had like something, but then it was kind of like I don't know. I'm playing it by ear. Oh my God, Skip.
See how it goes.
Yeah. Because the only other movie that's kind of I don't know. I mean, they got some normal non like blockbustery movies that I could watch too.
That are probably lame.
Yeah, but yeah, 10:15. Okay, 10:15. I'm gonna watch the Don Don movie.
You going for it?
I'm going for it. 10,
Okay.
10, 10:15 p.m. Whoa, shoot. But yeah, you gotta watch Don Don. I think it's a pretty solid like anime, like
It's
pretty good
interesting.
time.
People are it's like I know it's like super popular.
Yeah, the Creepy Nuts opening, like, it's
Now,
there.
I was like, oh cool, another like Creepy Nuts dropped
Yeah.
another
Another like song to add to the library. Uh,
another banger.
Another banger. Let's freaking do it. I'm gonna have a gummy before I go too. Just because like, anime movies. You want to kind of
Make it interesting.
yeah, yeah. You wanna have a little bit of fun. A
Like,
little bit of
yeah.
fun. But if the youths talk to me, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be something that, oh my God. I
I'm sure
can't.
they won't.
But they'll say things like, yo, good movie, right?
And that will cause you to spiral
It
into
caused me to
mental crisis.
spiral. So what you think, man? Fuck. Fuck.
Okay. Just be like, hey, yeah, it's a good
Right?
movie.
Ah.
Generic response.
I'm praying for an empty theater. It's an anime movie. It's late. Like it's not. I mean, I'd like it to be popular, but at the same time, like I'm praying that nobody shows up to this one. No one showed up to Cowboy Bebop. Actually, one other person did, but they were quiet and respectable and old.
And they didn't talk to you.
Yeah, they talked to me. Yeah, it's great. It's super awesome. That's all I want is a private movie.
Spoiled rotten. You got all these cool, awesome people around here, and you don't want to talk to them.
Um, Not at certain hours, and not if they're like rowdy enough to like not enjoy a movie in complete dead silence,
I suppose.
Aside from that, I'm cool with like kind of chatting with folk like, oh, man, that's crazy shit, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But not when they're like they have their own group and they're doing things and they're like,
What? Go talk to your friends.
yes,
Why are you
please,
talking to me?
please. I am a shadow on the
They want
wall.
to bring you in.
I guess so, I suppose so. I maybe I just gotta start dressing cooler, when I go to the movie theaters to like blend in.
We're like a hat. We're
Maybe
like a big hat.
I've never been like a hat person. Honestly. I feel like
Or
I feel
like
like I don't have the head shape for a
or
hat
like a
or like
fedora. I feel like people will be like, oh, that'll like throw people off a little bit. They
maybe.
wouldn't know what to make of a guy wearing a fedora in the movies at night. They're like,
Ah, yeah, yeah.
guy,
Like what's his angle? Like what's his
yeah,
he just look like super intimidating or something like that.
yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
like look kind of terrifying. That could be a thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Like you could do anything at any time. Like,
Okay, this is
guy
kind of
could like
wild.
bust
This
out
probably sounds kind of wild. I
something.
thought about like you can't like artificially give yourself like a scar, right? Because I thought about like kind of just like in the back of my
Shoot yourself
mind,
across the face, just scare the public.
you know. Is that kind of wild? That's kind of wild.
Yes, it is. You can always use like the make you make makeup. You can like make a
No, it's
face
got to be
off,
authentic. It's got to be the real like
but it
scar.
has to be real. You have to like
Yeah,
drag
you gotta take
a
a knife.
sharp object, a
Yeah,
sharp jagged object across your face.
just real fast. Boom, and then
Like,
you're cool for life. Then you got a story for life. Oh man, there goes Phil. Look at this fucking cool ass like scar. Like
what happened, man? Oh,
yeah.
I just don't like people talking to me, so I
Right. I
like
did
my face every.
myself. You know, this is just my vibe. It's aesthetic scar. I didn't fight for this. Also, viewers at home, don't do that. Don't. I don't know how many impressionable youths watch our shows, but don't run a blade across your face to look cool. I could do it because I'm an adult, but you got your whole life ahead of you, so don't do it. That's yeah. The thought has crossed my mind.
I mean, if you're gonna act crazy, you could get like those like spiked face piercings. You would
Mm,
look cool, and you can avoid slicing yourself across the face.
I guess so. Yeah, yeah. A facial like jewelry was always kind of like interesting, you know. A nose ring could be cool if I ever really like want to just while out and be like a whole new person. Like a nose ring, I feel
Like
like it.
bust out with a septum ring one day. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure.
mhm.
Um, I feel like I'd have to switch it up a lot more than this, but I mean, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe facial piercings
That's
is the
not as
way to
good
go.
as scarification.
Yeah. It's one sick ass scar. You just gotta kind of like avoid the eye a little bit, like, yeah. And you're good. You're done.
Just one good slice.
One good slice, but you gotta kind of like bring it up over the eye so you don't scratch your eye real quick. So you get it kind of like,
Get the straight over the eye.
yeah. Because I feel like, you know, like in a way, why don't more people do that? Well, I mean, aside from the obvious
Why
danger,
don't more people slash themselves across the face for a cool
where's
scar?
there like the people with like the scar like coming up here, something like that, you know, like what if like
Probably like war veterans.
maybe. Yeah, I guess so. I wonder if like fake scars will be like the norm
Usually,
ever in life,
usually
you know?
people use makeup.
I guess so, yeah. Makeup could be a yeah, maybe outgrow the scar. Maybe like, you know, slicing your face is just a phase, you know, I'm kind of going through right now. Maybe you should just do the fake one.
Yeah,
Uh,
because when you're like 50, people are like, "Whoa, where'd you get that crazy scar from?" I was
ah,
young, I was antisocial. There were no other options. No, I
things got
couldn't think
kind of
of
dark in
anything.
my 30s, you know. I just wanted to be I needed a gimmick and I just kind of goof.
Sir, how did this happen to you? Just
You ever get bored, you know?
slice.
Stitches ain't nothing, you know. You just get that done at the emergency room for however much. How much stitches cost? That's pretty cheap, right?
I mean,
20 bucks
like
maybe.
you're just gonna go in there and just pay for stitches, the whole ensemble, and it's gonna be hella expensive.
Yeah. You know what?
You have to
Actually,
pay for the hospital space, the time,
uh,
the nurses, the doctors separately sometimes. You have to pay
oof.
for the equipment, and then like,
Don't
yeah,
you have to go through like an itemized receipt or something like that to like knock off a lot of charges? I think when you go to a hospital, like you have to get an itemized receipt and be like, hey, listen, like a $30 coffee is kind of wild, man. Like, why? Like, no shot. Uh,
yeah. I don't even.
yeah,
They give you itemized receipts.
I'm just gonna have to just put a bullet in me, I guess, if I
Like
go to the hospital. Like, if I ever wind up in a hospital, just sneak a gun in there and just like, like it's over, man.
I mean, you depending on what's wrong, it might not be necessary for you to go to a hospital.
I guess, yeah. You know,
Depending
you
on
can.
the severity.
You could set that bone at home, probably, you know.
I mean, if you have a broken bone, you might want to like go get it like set.
You get like a splint for a couple of days and then just kind of like
If you're lost in the
keep
woods,
at it.
if you're lost in the woods and you fall and you like get like some crazy compound fracture or there's bone sticking out your leg, you can always like, you know, brace with some sticks and tie it down, push the bone back down.
Just put a bullet in me. It's okay. This is as far as I can go. It wouldn't be fair to my ancestors who went on a hunt and then broke their legs and then had to just like die of sepsis or something like that. It's not fair for me to live. Just take me out, you know.
People have been treating broken bones for millennia and
I
not
guess
getting
so.
septic shock.
It just feels unfair that I get to live and they didn't, you know.
Broken bones weren't necessarily a death sentence, even
I
in the
guess so.
ancient world. People have been breaking their legs for a long time.
I suppose
Not a new
so.
phenomenon. It's not like not like a deer or like Jim Bob broke his leg. We have to
Yeah.
put him down.
I
There's
guess okay, so
nothing
I guess
done.
broken bones maybe are just like bad for animals. I guess if you're a person, that's like an acceptable, like you can live with that, or you can keep going on after the fact.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not an animal then, I guess. I'm still a little bullet-y, but
Just
I'll survive, I guess. I'll take one for the team. I do think about like, okay, I do think a lot about like people of the past though sometimes, and it's like we're like in our 30s now. Like, would we be like village elders? Would we be like the oldest people at like some village somewhere or something like that? 36 years
I think it
old? Like,
depends because I think some in some places people live longer than we do
okay, I guess
because
so.
like we live insanely unhealthy lifestyles in
Yeah.
like saturated in pollution,
True.
completely full of microplastics and
I love microplastics. I do like
toxins and carcinogens and
those.
people had a people also had a lot less of those things. And so like
I guess so.
things that we deal with that spur all the illnesses,
Yeah,
we didn't
that
have.
activate all the different
Like
cancers
maybe
you can
they didn't
get.
have as much of the technology, but also they weren't just like getting sick for no reason.
True.
And
Yeah.
everything around them gave them cancer.
Yeah.
I
I was
think that we have a lot of cancer now.
we have a lot.
An abnormal amount of cancer.
Basically the only way you're gonna die is cancer. I mean, if you live a long enough life, you're just gonna die of cancer at some point. That's what it feels like. That's what it kind of seems like.
Mhm.
Dying of old age feels like just like cancer just kind of got you at like something like that, you know?
Eventually, cancer caught up.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess we'll find out. Well, I was kind of
Were
want to like the old
healthier and they were more active and they
true.
were like eating like fresh food every day
Mm.
and they
Sitting
were
down a lot.
they,
The more active thing really gets
they weren't like deteriorating. I feel at the rate that we do and we are.
sure.
They no McDonald's, like no preservatives, no pesticides.
Chipotle back then, yeah. Who knows what's in my that burrito, you know? It's I mean I know because they made it in front of me, but I mean like, you know, what they put on it beforehand?
You
It's
didn't see
microplastics.
what they put in the burrito.
Microplastics, I tell you. It's always
Like
microplastics.
a plastic.
They just taste so good, you know?
Like gum and like
I
some
love gum. I
flosses
will say.
and like all of our cleaning products.
I had to stop buying gum.
And
Oh, that's okay. I actually thought of something that it's fine.
you
I got
did
some gum from like Cam while we were at like World Pride, and then like I didn't finish it all, so I just got gum. You know, that's fine. But and I also have to upload the Dochi stuff. My Google Drive is like basically full, essentially. So
Don't you have
I
an
get a lot of images. I get a
do you
lot
have
of
an
I
external hard
should.
drive?
Hmm?
Do you have an external hard drive?
I do. Yeah, I mean, if you want to like, I could just bring it to you one time. Yeah, I could just like probably like drop you off a USB or something like that. Or you can come by with another external hard drive and just, yank it off my computer. Either or. We can file share. I think I have a Dropbox. I think I
Dropbox.
Dropbox. That Dropbox is kind of fun. I do a lot of like work through Dropbox.
Mhm.
Even though I dropped it for a minute, but dropped it.
It's
I was
not,
off it for a second. Yeah, right.
it's still pretty useful. People still use Dropbox for file sharing.
Yeah, I feel like even though we shouldn't though, because they're like, I mean, I guess everyone's
You think
scanning your
Dropbox,
shit. Everyone's training their AI off your like shit, and it's like,
the
yes,
Dropbox, it contribute to AI?
yeah.
I kind of feel like, I mean, maybe not everybody, but I feel like a lot of
At least Dropbox was like in the beginning, it was like, oh, like if anything in your Dropbox, like that's our shit too. And it's like, cool,
we're
thanks.
uploading it
Super awesome that you just like,
to the AIs.
yeah, it's all my shit's in there, you fucking jerks. Like, geez. We did that with Twitter too. Like everything on Twitter, like is fed into like Grok, the robot. Like, fuck off. It's just so like gross. Well, Disney
Give
is
me your
actually,
files.
yeah, Disney is finally suing Midjourney for, basically copyright infringement. It's
Mm,
basically all Star Wars, all like everything, all the main shit. All the big pop culture shit is like
mm,
in Midjourney. So they're kind of they're finally going to sue them for that because it's like this, it's undeniable.
mm.
You can make a new image, but like it's still like Darth Vader at the end
Yeah.
of the day. It's still Mickey Mouse. So like we'll see how that goes.
Like this
I'm
is still
I'm
our shit.
as an artist, I am vengeful and I do want to see them sued until like oblivion. I think that'd be very fun. You know?
Go down.
Yeah, just a little bit of chaos. They deserve it, you know? I'm super duper what is it? The girls are fighting. That's like that's what everyone keeps saying. Have you ever heard that phrase? The girls are fighting? It's like when two like big like I mean, I'm kind of like I'm making it my own sort of thing here, but like it's kind of like when two big entities that you have no control over are like going at it, like Elon Musk and Donald Trump when they were fighting and when they were kind of doing their little thing,
Mhm.
people would say like the girls are fighting. It's like yeah, hell yeah. I think it's like an Azalea Banks thing that I don't know much about her.
Mm.
Um, she's popular, and that's all I
It's
know.
popular.
Yeah, she's popular. And she fights with a lot of people, so I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want her to fight me.
I,
In the
I
off chance
highly
that we
doubt she'll come across.
know.
We just say
You never know. You never know. We can get all kinds of trouble. There's so much time left.
Azalea Banks popped in our podcast.
Right. We've got one fan now. We've got one actual fan now. So
Hey,
who knows? In 99 more fans, we might blow up, and then like that's it. And then
Azalea Banks will
floodgates will open.
rewatch our podcast and come back to this
Yeah.
exact one.
I heard they were talking shit. You need to get on this right now. Like, okay, bet, I'm here. Like, okay, like in this one podcast from 2025.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think we'll
That
blow
would
up.
be entertaining. That would be interesting. I'm sure.
I
I'm sure we've said something that'll go viral and we'll
I'm
get
so
like
conflict
flamed and stuff
averse.
for. I don't know if people get flamed anymore. I don't know if that's
I,
still a thing, or if it's just canceled. That's what people are getting today.
I guess so. I feel like that
I know
canceled.
words.
Yeah, right there you go. Right, yeah, canceling. I feel like that term is like lost a lot of like actual meaning, like
Yeah,
because it's
people
like
are kind
yeah,
of mad about anything.
yeah, because so many people are just like I've been canceled so many times, and it's like well you can't. That's not That's not how that works. Like you get canceled and then that's it. It's not you keep doesn't keep happening to you. Like it's
Yeah.
it's over or it's not.
Mm.
Like what are you talking about? Um, but that's the cultural that's how culture works. Like well, that's how pop culture works.
Yeah,
With
pop
like
media culture.
yeah, some
We're all
gets
gonna
kind of like
be mad about something for 5 minutes, and then we're not gonna care, and they're gonna be
yeah.
mad about for 5 minutes because we have
Usually
nothing
about
else.
like I think you get about a week for the most part. You get a week for like maximum heat, and then like depending on what you did, it might go on longer.
Like
So
people's attention span is not that long.
yeah, and there's always so much stuff happening too. Like it's hard to keep track of like I don't know what isn't like or I don't know. I can't be mad about what some celebrity said or something like that for more than a week because
I
like
just
I got my own shit going on.
I don't
Like
know these people.
Yeah. Yeah. And then a lot of the
Yeah.
times, I don't know. Unless you did some actual shit like Diddy, I don't ever need to listen to any. He didn't even make music. He was like the guy behind the scenes. I don't give a shit what happens
I
to
mean,
him.
he
I don't
used to
care.
make music. I
He
feel
had a
like
couple of songs and
the
like,
90s, he was more like actually in music videos and stuff.
yeah. But he hasn't done anything that I would ever
When he was
miss.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah, this Puff Daddy whole
He was
thing.
Puff Daddy.
And then he like, I don't know, that's just kind of wild that like, I don't know. I guess you know that all these dudes are, or you know that a lot of these dudes are like fucking weirdos, but then you find out how fucking weird some of these guys are, and it's just
Like
like
people love weirdos all the and people support weirdos all the time. Like
people,
they pick one
yeah,
to like freak out about for a while still continuing to support other people who we all know are like in human trafficking and doing weird shit and like
yeah. I think,
preying on people and children.
yeah, it's just like I don't
That
know.
one dude,
Why do
that
that
one
shit?
Nickelodeon dude, who they made a whole documentary about preying on little girls. It like it's he's
It's weird. They
nothing has
come out with those
happened.
documentaries fast too. That's the weird.
Nothing has happened.
Yeah.
He's still working there. Like nobody like
And then like it's weird that when people come to like defend them too, like that's the wildest shit. Like there are people like actually like out there like defending Diddy, defending like R. Kelly, and it's like, why? For what? What do you stand to gain from this? Like just being different, just to be different. Everyone says this person's bad, so I'm gonna be the
kind of
guy who
I
says
just
it's
kind of
good.
assume they're predators too.
But I guess that's got to be what it is, right? A low key kind of thing.
Like
Like
what else are you defending?
you're secretly like with that shit. Like
Yeah.
yeah. Nah. How do you feel about separating the art from the artist? Is there anybody who like? Is there anybody who's done some like, or I guess has been accused of some wild shit where you're just kind of like, I like the thing that they did so much that I'm gonna like cut them out of the experience of that thing, you know?
Sometimes Chris Brown will drop a song and I'll be like, I really like this song.
Mm.
This guy is a piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to support him.
Chris Brown's not okay. I guess it would be a music thing because okay, I don't know all the details about like Michael Jackson's case and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
like I like a lot of Jackson 5 songs. And
Mhm.
like there's a bunch of like Michael Jackson songs that I do like, and I guess I desperately hope that that's like none of that stuff about him is true,
Mhm.
but it's like it's kind of
I do feel like
you
the
can't proclaim any sort of like, wow, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. Like I feel like that's fucking out of like it. Like I'll still listen to some of his songs, but I can't like be like, oh, let me put on like the Jackson 5 tape with some homies. Like, like it's something you gotta like keep to yourself or something like that. Like it, like
I mean, I don't necessarily think so because like people are still like pretty obsessed with Michael Jackson. Like there's
I
still
guess
like
so.
are people are still throwing like MJ tribute parties and stuff. People are still pretty like into Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And I mean I don't know. I gotta
I
look
wasn't
into
there. I
whatever
don't
this stuff
know. I don't
is.
like I do think it's fishy, the timing, because I do find sometimes when these some of these artists get like super duper big and then
Hmm.
they want to actually like change shit, that's when people be like, oh, they're doing this and they're doing that.
I've heard that in some cases, yeah. And so in some instances, I can believe that in some regard. I don't think I believe the Bill Cosby thing. They said he was gonna like buy NBC before he got exposed, and it's like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
And like there were because like with him, I think there were like multiple women that like came forward
yeah,
like
nah, that's
over
like,
like across like periods of time. So I
yeah,
feel like there's like a little bit more of a track record.
yeah. I guess there's a track record with him, and then like with Michael Jackson, it's really just like
It
the
seems like it
one.
like came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Not saying that he wasn't probably a weird guy, and not saying that like a lot of weird shit probably happened along his entire life.
Yeah. Like I don't think we doubt that he's a weird guy. I don't think we
Also, at
doubt
the
that
same time,
like
I'm like, okay, because like all those people, because like there are so many people behind the scenes that they let get away with shit
yeah,
that are just doing what the industry wants, and so they sweep it under the rug. But
sure.
one of them, goes astray, and they're like, "Oh, I want to actually change things." He was talking a lot. He was like, he was getting real talkative on big
Mm,
public platforms about like social injustice and stuff.
sure, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I mean that pisses a lot of like
they're
people
like, up,
off.
nope, nope, we're gonna shut all this down.
I think we could definitely see that in like, I guess, I don't know, even more so. I feel like just like it's things are so mask off in politics now that it's like, damn, yeah, like
Like
I could definitely see
Joe
like,
Jackson was. They Nobody ever arrested Joe Jackson.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, right? He was
the guy
beating the hell
he
out of
died
those
peacefully in
kids.
his home. I don't know how, but he never
He-
he was
That's
never
fine.
arrested. He was never charged for shit, and he did horrific shit his whole life. So
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's wild too. Like yeah, it's nuts to like we know people are like do this like absolutely insane shit and it's like nothing for them.
I know.
Absolutely
Now,
nothing. It's
as
like
long as you keep like
what like Ike
talking your
Turner
kids out to
too?
us, you're safe.
Yeah, what Ike Turner was like famous for beating Tina Turner and he's like
He-
got the I don't know if he
Popular, popular for it. Like
yeah,
never
yeah.
arrested. Nobody ever arrested his ass.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing came of that, you know.
So
That's
I take that with like a grain of salt a bit.
yeah,
You know, like
sure, sure,
it's
sure. Yeah, I guess if as long as there's maybe no, maybe the rules like as long as there's no like track record, no like
if there's like a track record, or if it's like okay, like if it like comes
an
out
incident
of
maybe.
absolutely nowhere and
Yeah,
just like blows up all of a sudden out of nowhere,
yeah,
I'm a little and especially if it's somebody that was kind of like rocking the boat, I'm
sure.
I'm
A little
gonna be a
suspicious.
little skeptical. I'm gonna be a little bit skeptical.
Okay, all right then.
Um,
Innocent until
I
proven
have
guilty.
heard like crazy shit about Trey Songz though, like
Yeah, I heard that was
having actually having like a track record of
yeah, I heard that that was disappointing too. That was kind of a bummer because I was like, I was really feeling a lot of his songs for a minute.
I know. I was like,
Yeah,
why do you have to act like this? I just want to
yeah,
enjoy your
why?
music and not like
Just be popular and like make music and do nice shit. Donate to charity and then shut the fuck up. You know, that's all you got to do.
um,
That's your ticket to living the easy life. You know?
make great music and prey on civilians.
Yeah, yeah. Get one girlfriend or you know
Okay,
one
Pied Piper.
boyfriend or whoever you got and just like just vibe with it. And when you two come to a crossroads, break up and then maybe go on to somebody else. Easy. Now that's the process. But I don't know.
Like, there's so many people that you can pay to do weird shit and do whatever you want.
Yeah,
And they would
right.
be like, yeah, sure, yeah.
Like of consenting adults to pay to do whatever the
Much
fuck.
money. Consenting
That's,
adults.
yeah. Mm,
It's so
you
hard.
hate to see it, you
So
know.
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess in the end,
I guess consenting adults is like a major turn off for some people.
I think it's just a power thing, right? If someone says like, "Yeah, it's okay to like spit in my mouth," and I don't want to spit in your mouth anymore, it's like,
Oh well.
right? Oh, now I don't
But I
want it.
wanted to force it on you, so now it's not fun
Yeah,
anymore.
I'd much prefer you to hate it genuinely rather than us doing some sort of like,
Trying to inflict suffering on you.
which I shouldn't laugh at that, but like, geez, like, yeah,
It
just
sounds ridiculous, but it's how people are.
yeah, 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 yeah. There's plenty of people who consent to all kinds of insane things, insane things. They're out there.
They're out there.
Just just
They're
ask.
out there.
Consent is key. That's like the main jam. Um, yeah. And that's what this podcast stands for. Just consent, you know.
Consent.
Yeah, ask them first, you know, and if they say no, I guess maybe find somebody who will.
Only yes means yes.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and you can change your mind too if you want to. We're taking political stances now. If you feel like changing your mind, you can do that at any point.
Political. It's consent. If you say
It's
at any point, if you
it's
say
political. We're
no,
sipping. We're we're doing all the stuff. This is a I don't know white knight podcast. Yeah, we're doing it. We're those people. Oh my God, I dropped my headphone.
don't throw your things on the ground.
I had to switch because I lost my old headphones. That's okay. The other one's kind of busted anyway. But yeah, we're doing all that stuff. Schultz of Justice forever. We're doing all of it. That's who we are. Um,
Viva la resistance.
what this hand? Yeah. Um, I'm trying to think.
I don't think that there's really anybody that I feel like in general, like
Mhm.
once you're like clearly like a shitty person in general,
Yeah.
I'm done with you and all of your creations.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
I gotta say I was pretty disappointed like with like the Rurouni Kenshin writer.
I was literally
It
like
was
just
Rurouni
thinking about
Kenshin.
that. Yeah,
Like,
that
damn
bugged me
man,
the fuck
how
out.
can you like
Like, why do that? Why be into that? Don't be into that. That's not cool. Maybe find an adult baby to pretend to be that kind of, you know. Find an adult who's there with you, man. Like that shit sucks. That shit sucks super hard.
I
Um,
was like, I can't
but I
sit
mean, okay,
here and like enjoy my Rurouni Kenshin without like now out
yeah.
your ass.
Yeah. It makes it weird. There's a couple of manga artists that like have proclivities or shit. And it's like, damn, man, I can't like I'm reading this and I'm just kind of like I'm thinking about it the whole time. I'm just like, yeah, this dude's weird, this dude's weird, this dude's weird. And it's like now I can't enjoy the manga anymore because you fucked it up, my guy. Get your shit together. Children aren't sexy. Never.
Stop.
Right? Stop. This one,
Why? Why? Stop.
yeah. It's weird too, because there's like some where it's like you can like nobody's gonna be convicted of anything, but if you read certain manga and it's like you gonna see like my guy, maybe you like this a little too much. Like,
Why are we doing this?
yeah, there's one called Made in Abyss where it's like I like this like manga a lot because it's cool and it's got this kind of
I
like
watched that anime. I watched
yeah,
Made in Abyss.
yeah, Made in Abyss is
It's like
cool,
gratuitous child torture.
a little bit weird.
Gratuitous child torture. It was
It's kind of like maybe
right.
let's not do like so much of that anymore. Let's just do more Eldritch horror, weird shit that's in the abyss.
Gratuitous child torture.
It is kind of
Room full of babies. We're just gonna like pick them off one by one.
yeah. Okay. I will say I'm cool with violence for some reason. That's another thing too. I'm cool with violence. Nudity stuff is weird, but like I'm weird cool. Okay, spoiler alert for Made in Abyss, I guess. In three, two, one. When he turns that little girl into a briefcase, that shit was wild.
Me, that was
That was fucking
that
nuts. Oh my
was a
God.
lot.
That's
That was
crazy.
a lot.
That was insane.
Like it wouldn't have been so bad if he hadn't like tried like bonded with her and all that. Like,
And bonding with her was like what made the briefcase thing.
I know like that was like part of the whole process of making her a briefcase was like her, like loving him and all. But like fuck, like
They melted that little girl in the fucking thing. But okay. So and then we get to that part because he melted like the two girls. Why did that one little girl have boobs? That was kind of weird. Like that's the shit that I'm talking about. Like the murder stuff, I'm weirdly more okay with.
I mean
But like
like little girls do have boobs.
7-year-old
That
boobs
at
is
like
kind of
once at like 10-ish, 11-ish. A lot of
yeah.
people do have boobs. It's just that people like to sexualize boobs, which is weird.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Fair.
Children
Okay.
have breasts. Like we
I'll
normal.
put it. That's on me. That's a me thing. But her melting, I'm totally cool with that. That was kind of wild, insane. They
Melt
melted
that little
that little
girl
girl.
down.
You're right. I'm cool with melting children. I'm cool with turning them into briefcases. Just no
The
weird.
briefcase was a lot.
Yeah, that series is a
That was
lot.
a lot.
That bit they like they broke her arm and they were just like, you have to break my arm, you gotta cut it off. How are we supposed to do? You gotta break the bone, and it's like, oh my fucking
It was
god,
a lot.
that was
The
insane.
kicking and screaming. It was
Yeah,
so visceral. Like it made I feel like Made in Abyss is very visceral. Like,
absolutely.
gosh,
You gotta use this blunt rock to cut the bone, and it's like,
you gotta smash
right?
and
This is a circular rock. Are you sure? Yeah, you gotta do it. You just get the arm off any way you can. Okay, sure.
gratuitous child torture. Yeah. Or
Right.
like the one kids, I guess it was just violence, but like those other kids getting eaten by the mimic monster,
Oh yeah,
that was
that
kind of a
one kid they
lot.
were snacking on.
Help
Oh,
me.
yeah, right. Help
Like
me.
someone over there needs help.
I haven't seen I haven't seen the latest season. The latest season where they are actually in like the sixth layer, I guess, is as far as I think they've gone down the sixth layer so far. And there's like some like just wild, like eldritch, Lovecraftian shit down there. It's all tentacles and weird
That's some
stuff.
pretty like crazy like giant weird feather fur monsters
Yeah,
that
yeah,
eat children.
yeah. It's all just like shapes and stuff down there after a while. They're not even animals anymore. They're just blobs.
We were once human and now we consume the flesh of the divers. Oh
I'm
God.
looking forward to finding. I think once it ends, I'll maybe come back and check it out because like I can't do this like drip feed of like information. I need to know what's gonna happen to these kids at the end. Like that's my main thing.
I mean, like Main Abyss is kind of like it's like so much wild shit happens. You're kind of like, okay, I need like to know what's gonna happen first before
Yeah, I
I
need
just
to I
dive
need
in.
to know like I need to know it's over so I can like finally like go in and like check it out and stuff like that. You can't keep me dangling. Like can't like I can't wait another 2 years to find out who gets turned into a briefcase or like whatever.
But when that one, I forget her name, the one girl, she kept trying to kill her friend.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Maybe.
The MIDI, yeah, that was nuts. They surrounded her with her little like favorite stuffed animals and stuff like that. He blasted her in the fucking like rubble. Like, oh my God.
Uh, it was a lot. That was a lot.
Ah,
It was a lot.
gotta breathe. That is oof,
It was,
man. That is an intense series. There's like a bunch of others too. There was also one
she
that
like wakes up and it's like on top of her and she's like have her like eyeball on her eye.
the eyeballs falling. Oh, hey, buddy. Ooh.
Sorry, this happened to you, and
Yeah, right.
you're a blob monster, and now your friend is keep trying to kill you because
Yeah, and then there was a whole crater full of blob monsters in the briefcase
all of
space.
the children,
Yeah, yeah.
all of those rooms full of children that they kept
Ooh,
sending down to the
yeah.
lower levels.
Insane,
It was a
insane.
lot. It was a lot.
Um,
It was
but
good. I'm still kind of curious where like that the robot boy came from.
right, it's harrowing. It's something that I gotta find. He lost it. He lost an arm too, like permanently lost an arm too.
Oh,
They did chopped it off, and like yeah, that happened in the movie. Like that was like one
mm,
of those things.
yeah. I just watched like I assume it was like the first series, the main series.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I won't spoil anymore
She's
that
like
I know
in
of.
living in like the orphanage where they're all like kind of perched precariously up along the walls.
Yeah, very interesting, kind of like I guess architectural design. Like, how do you even get up there? I guess.
Just
Well, I
stack
guess they
kids.
climb a
There's
rope.
like a ladder. They had there was a ladder. There were ladders.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just kind of were like stacking kids up on the walls. Like
Part of me kind of wonders like how efficient that is, or part of me wonders how like what's the vibe with that? Like, is that are we fucking up in the real world? Should we
I mean, I
be?
think we could definitely be using a lot more vertical space.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
not accessible friendly at all. Unless you
Yeah.
have like a little like lift. You could have like a lift or something.
A little something, maybe build that upper body strength, more ladders on things, more ladders in places. But Tim's place is that big, just vertical, like just area. And I
Yeah.
think about that a lot. I had a loft and it was just vertical, all this empty
Just
space
oh,
above me. And I can't do nothing with it.
just
Um,
up there.
I can start hanging lights or something, just to
We'll
just
put like
make use
shelving or
of it.
something up, or like an attic. That's what attics are for. You just put like
Something.
a
Yeah.
half floor up there.
Yeah, like maybe like a little platform, like a little you know,
Sit up there.
a shelf, more
Yeah,
shelves.
or shelving, storage space. Like that's storage
Yeah.
space.
A sick
I just
ass like
assume like
bookshelf
they're
or something
like
like
torture
that.
houses. Like why are you? What's with the high like these high sound absorbing ceilings?
Yeah, very strange. I don't know. Maybe that's just what 2025 that that's just the new way. We're not into architecture. We're not like designing these houses, so we don't see the vision.
All useless ceilings.
Vertical
All the rage.
ceilings, higher ceilings, less rooms. Up, baby.
Less
Up
shelves,
is the
less
future.
cabinets, just straight walls, straight up.
More walls.
All less more walls, less storage.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we were supposed to stuff's getting more expensive, so you're supposed to be living minimal anyway. Like that's
Why do you have all that stuff?
yeah, right. Why do you buy things, huh? What the fuck are you doing out here?
What are you
Like
doing with it?
more vertical space. Though I will say I do kind of want I guess I just want any home, but I'm ready for a townhome or something like that. I'm
A
ready for
townhome.
yeah.
I don't know, like they're just the whole being like stacked. Batu's doing weird stuff over here. The whole like being stacked up on top of not on top of like right next to people. It's so close.
I guess so,
I
yeah.
understand townhomes are cheaper than like single family homes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess a verticality of it. I think my ideal like house would be maybe like a tall house, but like maybe like a townhome without like everyone else on the side of you. Just like
Just a
one
tall house in the middle of a
one
field.
vertical house in the middle of fucking nowhere, something like that. One three-story house in the middle of nowhere that's very narrow. That's
Okay.
my that's my something out of like like Howl's Moving Castle or
Some
like a gym.
cartoony shit. Just
Yeah, some cartoon shit where it's just up for no reason.
you
Like
go
I'm cool with
out
that.
through the forest and emerge, and there's just like this random, scary, tall building.
Yeah, yeah. I'd live in a
Tower.
tower,
You just want to go for a tower, the whole like
a
tower,
cool, like cozy looking tower-esque
tower
home.
look,
Yeah.
brick,
Yeah, brick,
stone, brick,
nice, something like that. A
stone
little
tower.
little brick fencer. I've got a vision. I feel like I gotta draw it out to really like to show to the audience.
Work
Um,
those creative juices.
there
Design
is an
the
artist out here.
wackiest tower house ever.
I'm gonna build a cool ass tower house eventually, one of these days, in
You find a
my
contractor and be like, I want you to do this.
up.
All
None
up.
None of that deep shit. I want it up.
Just make it up.
Make it go up. That's my only desire. Because ranch style houses, like, ranches are fine, but like, it's not it's regular. The future is that way,
Is vertical. The future is vertical.
not horizontal.
Mhm.
But we'll see. I'm not gonna find this artist anytime soon because I find them randomly in my like social media feed. So I'm gonna post it in the
But you
Discord.
save
That
it
is true. Well, maybe I did save some of their
in
stuff.
your collections.
We shall
I've seen
see.
some like pretty cool, like
Hmm.
what is it called? It's like there's a word for it that I can't think of, but it's like architecture that kind of mimics nature, like
Okay.
natural shapes and forms.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Kind of like dome houses, not like an Earth ship, right?
It's
Maybe.
like yeah, kind of like dome houses, but
Mhm.
it's like kind of more than that.
Because I do. Okay, I could go that route. I could go Earth ship, like in terms of like house living too. Uh, or like preferably something like that's like embedded in like I don't know the side of a mountain or something like that. Like I feel like that could be kind of fun. Mountain house could be very safe. I do like the idea of it like blending in with like nature or like being surrounded by trees or part of a tree or something like that is like in the infrastructure.
hmm, yeah,
Uh,
I'm like
yeah,
I'm kind of into that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's generally like there's it's generally biomimicry.
Hmm.
I thought there was like a specific word for like biomimicry in architecture.
I'm sure there's gotta
Maybe
be.
not. Anyway,
I'm going through like I'm casually scrolling through my like favorites. I save a lot of stuff on Twitter. I shouldn't be on Twitter because it's like horrible, but um there's still a lot of good art on there. There's still a lot of really good art. So that's they got me. If you got good pictures on your website, I'm here for life. That's close.
maybe it is like biomimic architecture.
Biomimicry is pretty sick. If we can live in more like tree village style like places, like I wouldn't be mad at that. Lots of greenery.
And like
What solar punk basically? Like solar punk's like a whole thing. Have you heard of that?
cool solar punk.
Solar punk, because there's like steampunk, there's like cyberpunk, that kind of stuff. Solar
Yes.
punk is more like I guess it's a lot. Okay, there's like bits and pieces of it. A lot of people say it's like greenwashing because it's like, more house plants and shit like that, but it's greenwashing, so it's not really built into the infrastructure of the house. But like,
Mhm.
solar punk, it's like a house with a big ass tree or a house with a bunch of moss on top. So like it kind of like, it absorbs things. It blends into the environment. It's like a garden gone insane, basically.
But like strategic
Yeah, 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 yeah.
plans.
Okay. I think I could probably find Solar Punk faster than I can find this fucking artist. Um, Solar Punk is pretty dope. And I hope maybe the people watching our like podcast will like get it too. This is kind of bullshit.
The future is nature,
Yeah, right.
because all things are cyclical.
Right? Right, exactly. Yeah, reject like fucking like because who wants to live in this? Because every time you look at cyberpunk stuff, it's always like, oh, big towers and smoke and like digital poverty and stuff like that.
So
It's like, who wants to be,
basically,
yeah, who wants to fucking do that? That shit sucks.
okay, yeah, that's kind of similar to like biomimicry architecture.
Okay, I posted like a thing that's kind of like solar punk. I mean, it's uh,
In your
but yeah, I guess it like biomimicry.
It's yeah, 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 kind of similar.
Yeah, more like, open a lot more windows, a lot more plants. It's always like windows.
Sunlight,
Sunlight, yeah.
natural lighting versus like fluorescent lighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Also a carcinogen.
Exactly. I think I just want to live in a cool tree village, like that would be sick. I'm trying to find some really kind of cool examples. Everything's like AI now, so it's like
I think maybe I was thinking about eco architecture. I think that's the
eco
word I was thinking
architecture.
about.
Okay.
But it's like all the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're basically describing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm down for that future. I wanna live in that future where it's all like, bright and shiny all the time, or the worst we get is like rain or something like that.
Yeah. You have like cool living technology buildings.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Or just
I
like,
was like make a fantasy world. That would be my fantasy world.
okay, I'm with that.
I would build that. I am going to build that fantasy world.
Absolutely. Yeah, there you go. It's
Living
only a matter of time.
technology.
I'll live in the fancy like
I
forest
already told
village.
Mary about it. It's gonna be great.
This is kind of a vibe. This is like it's not AI too, so it's like this is kind of like it's fun. I want to live in this picture book here. Uh,
Yeah.
just more trees, just more niceness. More like
More green.
blue skies.
More green.
Yeah. The good stuff. Uh hmm. Okay, that's good then. Okay, well, hey, listen, do you want to call it today for today's session?
Yeah.
I think we've
Let's see your like 10, 15 movie.
yeah, we're getting close. Yeah. I'm gonna start heading that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the Don to Don movie. Very excited. And I'm gonna eat my burrito while I'm there too.
Okay.
I will say it's kind of fun sneaking food into movies, even though that kind of undermines like movie going and what you should do. You shouldn't sneak food into the movies.
I mean, those movie tickets are expensive. Like,
Movie tickets are expensive.
I can't give you a $20 movie ticket and also like buy your $30 popcorn, $70 M&Ms
Not every time, but maybe sometimes, but not all the time.
every time.
Um,
But yeah,
next time around. But yeah, I'll let you know. Well,
let
I
us
mean, I'm pretty sure it'll be worth the well,
let
holy
us know how the movie is.
yeah, there's a whole ass like so that's why I gotta go. That's why I gotta go now because
Okay.
there's
Like
a big ass hole in my shirt, and I did not
indeed.
see that coming. That's crazy to me.
I mean,
Uh,
it's like built in, I don't know, like
I
air.
guess wind, right? Air resistance.
Yeah.
I literally went outside like this. That's nuts.
I
I'm
mean, I guess as
hella
long as you
crazy
keep
every
your
time.
arms down, nobody will notice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll do that.
Mhm.
I won't wave to any youths or anything like that. Hey,
Just,
fellow
like
kid.
a regular wave, not like a kind of
Right, yeah. Mm, I'm here too. Don't talk to me, please. But yeah,
cool.
we did it.
Until
Concludes the
next time.
podcast. Um, I'm Mars. Who are you?
Title Black.
Yeah, and this is I started a podcast with my high school friends.
Woo.
Yeah, another successful one in the bag. We'll be back 3 strong next time around.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us, folks.
Later.
Peace out. Boom, 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 boom.